I'm back. I feel like I keep disappearing and then I'm like, boom, on the timeline. Mara guys, the deadline, anything. You know, this thing that I'm doing is being a superstar because, anyway. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't already know, my name is Lesego Ramaila. My dad has been having me for the way I've been pronouncing my surname. Mapedi sorry, ke Lesego Ramaila. You already here, might as well just subscribe. So today I'll be talking about being a second year audit trainee. I actually laugh the most because second year is actually such a trippy year. And I feel like it's the year where you die. And I think you die to yourself and you die to all the things that you actually thought you knew, but you really don't, because you are in this, I'm still a junior, but I think I'm a senior. I should know more, but I really don't know how much I know. And it's a very difficult year. Like for somebody that has been pregnant and gave birth by emergency C-section, I can tell you second year, it's up there, guys. Second year, there's a lot going on, and I feel like there's a lot going on because you are transitioning from this I'm a sponge, I'm ready to learn. You're a first year, everybody's shielding you, everybody's telling you don't stress, don't worry, we got it. And then in second year, it's like you are the one that got it. You're supposed to look after your juniors. You're supposed to be kind of stepping into a more senior role. You are testing more significant financial statement line items. It's one of those where things are moving and they're moving at a rapid speed, but at the same time, if you're not like mentally prepared for it, it gets tricky. So for me, what worked is I'd like to think I'm a good communicator, right? So because you coming from a place where you really didn't know what you're doing, and now there's expectation that comes with being in second year because you've been working for almost a year and you're technically employed, man. You are an employee, you must know what you're doing. You are so scared to admit that you don't know what you're doing. And if you don't know how to communicate that fact, it becomes very difficult. Now for me, I'm not one person that likes confrontation or likes telling people off, but the ability to communicate comes with also how you communicate, right? So I just remembered that at the end of the day, these people are humans, right? Besides the fact that they might be a third year or a manager or senior manager or partner, anything of that sort, if you don't humanize people, it's very difficult to break through their positioning and getting to where you need to get with whatever your ask was in the first place. So communication is key in everything, right? Especially in your second year when things are getting overwhelming and you are tasked to do more things. I would say communication is key. The other thing is having a support structure around you, right? And a support structure looks different for different people. For me, I'm a mom, I keep saying it. I'm a wife, I keep saying it. I'm also a friend, I'm a sister, and there's other people that are in play, but those people don't necessarily understand what I'm doing at work, what is a work paper, why am I so stressed at work, why am I working deadlines. They really don't understand what is going on. So I found that if I had support structure with people that were in audit, that really understood the work hours, that really understood the complexities of what we go through as audit trainees, it was literally so much easier to express myself and to know that I'm not alone and these people really get me, right? So having the support structure there is very important. Whether that support structure comes from your fellow second years who really know what you're going through, as well as your third years, your seniors, the people that can actually guide you and tell you, I was there just last year, this is where I messed up, this is what I could have worked on, you know? And learning from other people's mistakes is the quickest way to success. There's no need for you to die when you know other people have already gone through the most and they're already advising you, like how I'm doing in this video, and telling you, listen, if you don't have the proper support structure, the people that have really done audit and can reconcile what you're going through, it's going to be frustrating when your family is trying to step in and ask you what's wrong, or your friends outside of audit try to be there for you but you feel like they're not doing enough, maybe you also need to start reaching out to the people that are in your teams, your fellow second years. If you don't know them, get to know them. I know most of us are like COVID babies. We started working in a virtual environment, and our social skills are they're in the ghetto, guys. We have to find them. We have to learn how to say hi, my name is. But you have to. Otherwise, what must happen? Because you need to get through the work, right? Another thing with being in second year is that there is this expectation that people have of you, and you also have expectations for yourself in terms of how you want to grow. And what you'll start realizing is that your expectations versus somebody else's expectations, they are not communicating, guys. The combos. And that's where the friction and the fighting and the I can't stand my senior, I can't stand my manager is a lot, you know, because there is this uncommunicated expectation thing going on, and nobody wants to deal with it, right? So you need to be upfront with like who you are and what you bring to the table. And that's why it's important to also understand what people expect from you, so that you're not shooting above your means, or you're not even downplaying yourself, right? It's much easier for me to say, me, I've done this before. So I have done this before, and this is what I did. And so do you agree, or do you think I should do this better? Amazing, great, superstar. If you're just going to go there and say, yes, I've done it, and then you do it, and then they come back and they were like, what is this? What are you doing? It's because there was expectation there that was not communicated. So it's very important to establish expectations on every job that you're on throughout your second year. And it gets taxing because it means that you need to have courageous conversations. And it's not always easy to talk to these people and say, my guy, this is what I'm capable of, right? And you might have worked with different people that work differently, but this is my management style, this is my work style, this is how I present myself, this is how I show up for myself. So make sure that you are managing those expectations appropriately. Last but not least is literally affirm yourself and validate yourself, right? I think in the literal sense, when you are in second year, in an ideal situation, that's the year where you're also writing APC. And when you are writing APC, there's a lot of moving parts, and I've covered extensively about the things that I wish I would have known while writing APC, and also the process of what APC takes, right? So the fact that you are managing so many moving parts, if you don't trust yourself, it's very difficult to get through the work. Forget APC, the work, you know. At the end of the day, you are employed, and you are a responsible employee, and you need to be held accountable if you're slacking or if you're not right within yourself. So really getting to a place where you really trust in your own capabilities and know your limits, guys. Knowing the fact that you are not a machine. There are moments where you're not going to be able to give 100% all the time, but communicate that, right? Don't just decide to slack off and not communicate that, or not even allow yourself to rest, so that you're not in a position where you are slacking off or you're feeling like extreme burnout. And I keep emphasizing like your mental health and just taking care of yourself, but you can only produce amazing work, and you can only achieve amazing results once you are fine within yourself. So making sure that you're affirming yourself and that you're trusting in the process. Yes, there's going to be moments where it's like an uphill battle and this roller coaster is not coming down, but life does do that to you. With anything that you do, there'll always be ups, there'll always be downs, but how you measure your time should be based on who you are becoming in that process, and not necessarily the hours, the minutes, the days, the months. Like, it gets a lot, right? But if you can tell yourself every day, I'm going to try my best. If I'm not feeling fine, I'm going to communicate it. And how you communicate is very important. Listen, can I prioritize this? And maybe if I'm overwhelmed, is there any way that we can reallocate this work, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get to this work, for example. And also making sure that if you are building strong relationships with your seniors, your juniors, your managers, it's much easier to communicate how you're actually feeling, and if you need space, or if you need time, or if you're not understanding anything. But second year is a mountain, guys. Go lie to that thing. Like, I got to second year. It's a lot. But you get to that place where really, if you have the support structure, if you are really humbling yourself to the learning process, if you are managing your expectations around you, and if you are also affirming yourself, it becomes possible. Sometimes all you need is hope. Sometimes you just need somebody on the other side to tell you that you can do it. And I'm here to do that for you, to tell you that second year is a phase, it's going to pass. And then next week we are doing third year. My love, third year. I've got a lot to say, but I love it. I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, to comment, to share, and to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.